Hello, this is V and you're watching Buzzing with V. Welcome back to another video. So here are my exclusive picks from scrapdivadesigns.com. I chose to go with the Flamingo Shaker and it has so many pieces. This one can be a shaker or it could be just your traditional Flamingo die cut. You can use it for anything, cards, boxes, loaded bags, embellishments, so much to work with this one. The next pick is the the hibiscus flower plates. You get a large and a smaller version in this die set, and this is the tutorial that I'm going to show you on how I made these. The next one is the hibiscus mini album. It's so fun. You can create a shaker with it as well. So let's see what I create with this one, because I just love all mini albums. You can use it however you'd like, and it could be a box or it could be a mini album, so anything you'd like. The last one is the tropical leaves. In the die set you get 9 pieces. Let's move on to create some flowers. It's the next day. Let's go ahead and begin making these flowers. Let me show you what I created. Here it is here. Look at these flowers. So you can create them however you'd like. I went ahead and did a very fun, non-traditional hibiscus flowers. Let me go ahead and show you what I made. So as far as the center, I kind of made a paper French knot. So that's what I'm calling it. And just this little squiggly paper that I made, you know, those twisty up papers. And so that's what it looks like there. I did some pinks and I did also some blue here. Let me show you the blue. Excuse my battle wounds from Mr. Linus the cat. So these are it. I just love how this one turned out. The center came out so whimsical and fun. I added extra sprigs here as far for the center there. And I just wanted to create it, you know, non-traditional. Here are some without leaves. And I just love how they turned out. I want to show you how they would look like as a traditional hibiscus flower as well. So this is what it looks like here. This is with just one center. The petals are flipped out just like a hibiscus flower. You can add some glitter to the middle if you'd like. If you have some pink glitter or clear glitter, that would work as well. So that's what those look like. Here is the smaller one here, smaller version. These are the dies that I'm currently using. I'm using this one, Tropical Leaves die, and also this one here is called Hibiscus Flower Plate, and that's how I created these flowers here. So if you're into tropical flowers, this is the flower for you. So first off, if you'd like, you can use a punch, and I'm using a circle punch for a backing, so that is what I'm using. You will need to die cut out 2 flowers, one large, one small. You will have to die cut 2 centers, a big, a large, and a small center, and 2 of each for the sprigs here for the centers. And as far as the backing, here 1 of each, so a large and a small. So there's that. As far as the leaves, you will also need 2 of each, and I'm using 2 leaves for each flower. So I'm going to go ahead and pick out this one because I love this one with this flower, and I also love a sprig here. So you will need 4 of those leaves. Let me go ahead and pull them out so you can see here. And so that one's for the other side. So that's what I'm using here. You can use a lighter green, a darker green if you'd like. I have a darker green here, and that's what that looks like. And that's what I used for the blue here. So the blue flowers have the darker leaves, and the lighter pink here have the lighter green. All you'll need is some liquid glue. And if you are into hot glue, you will need that as well. You're going to need, lastly, is a sliver. This is 1/16 of an inch strip by 3 inches, and we will need those for the centers. So let's go ahead and glue it. I'm going to have this. So this video is live, this portion of the video, and I want to share with you step by step on how I make these. So I'm not making the traditional hibiscus. I am making the fun and whimsical hibiscus flower that I created multiple of, and so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to start off with the petals. So grab your petal and just squeeze them. So squeeze the petals up like so, and so creating kind of a dip in the middle, and do the same for the smaller. So here we go. And you could push this one up. This is the smaller petal. You'd want to push that one up. That one's going to go on top. So as far as the centers, all you will need is some glue. So let's go ahead and add some glue to the center. So I will need this glue again. I'm just going to put that to the side. I'm going to add the center here. Squeeze that down. So I'm using Recollections cardstock from Michaels, the value pack, and this is the pink. It has all the different shades of pink, so that is the one that works well with creating flowers like this. So I'm going to go ahead and also glue down the leaves. So this cardstock is fairly thick. I just love the thickness of it. And do the same to the other petal. This one's going to require more glue. It's longer. So just add some glue there and in the center there. And I picked the wrong one. How did I do that? Okay, add that one. So we are doubling up on these leaves. And there it is, all finished. So we have both of our leaves set. Now let's go ahead and do the centers. I'm going to go ahead and glue both of them down. I want to keep you on just so you can see exactly what I'm doing. There's that. So that one's done. Let that dry. Now lastly is the smaller version. I haven't crafted in a while, so crafting these flowers kind of took a lot of what's on my mind away. So I am glad to be back a little bit. And the last thing that I'm using is this here. So I have this tool made by Sizzix. So it's this here. Never fear, if you don't have this, you are able to use this right here. So this will work, or if you can use a toothpick, you can also do that. I have a toothpick here to wind this strip up, so you can use those. I prefer to use this one because it's so much easier. However, if you don't have this, then you can use the others two substitutes. So I'm going to wind this up. I know they have this tool for making these twirly papers. I know this is a thing here. And so I'm going to take that out, squeeze it a little bit, and then just let it loose just slightly, and then glue the edge there. So I'm going to glue that down and adhere it together. I'm going to keep my fingers on it a little. And let's put that glue back away, put the tip there. So this is getting ready to dry, and we're going to make these little French knots that I call them because they're not the little twisty curlies that you normally use in this type of craft, because I kind of pull out the center. So I think it kind of looks like a French knot. So I'm going to take my tweezers here. If you have any craft tweezers, that'll work. And I'm going to pull out the center. So there it is. So here I'm pulling out the center. So, and I'm taking it to the back here. So just pull out the center here and then stick it back under. There we are. So it kind of makes like a little twisty, curly thingy here. So that's it right there. I love how that looks. So I'm going to set that down. I'm going to start on my petals here, glue them down. So I'm going to add some glue there. I'm going to wait on that one. So just go ahead and lay it on top. Go ahead and lay the smaller petal on top of the larger, and you want to have it centered and the petals kind of overlapping the gaps of the larger petal. And there it goes right there. I love how it looks so far. So now let's add these centers here. I do start off with the smaller one first. You can do the larger first, however you'd like, so that you can see the smaller ones on the bottom and then the larger ones on the top. You can do it however you'd like. I just preferred that one because it just looks so much nicer in my opinion. So now I'm going to add the center here and glue that down. And then I'm going to add the larger center right on top with some glue. There it is here. Now for the Curly Sue here. And this is where the hot glue comes in because I love that it's instant for this because these little curlies start to move around and you do not want that. So there it is. I can fix it now a little bit. So just adjust it. What I do is I like to pull the smaller petals up a little, and then there it is. And lastly, let's add the leaves. So I'm going to use my silicone mat here. I'm going to adjust the leaves, place the leaves here, and see how I like them. I think I want that one at the bottom, this one on top in a V shape, and add my petals to... You can have the center pointing down if you like. You can have it pointing to the right or even the same angle as the petals, however you prefer. I like that the leaves are pointing away from the center. So this is where I'm adding some hot glue as well. So a dollop of hot glue, add the petals right on top and push down. And this is where the backing comes in. Here is the backing. I'm just going to add some glue to it and then add it to the back of this flower. So you can use a smaller one too. I just like that the back is nice and neat as well as the front. So there is the flower, non-traditional hibiscus flower. I just love how they look. They're so fun to make and easy. If you'd like to make these yourself, be sure to pick up these dies from scrapdivadesigns.com. And I do have a discount code for you. That's V10%. That's VEE10 and the percent sign. So these are my exclusive picks. And if I had a chance to and had more time, I would have chosen the ticket memory decks as well. So I will see you in the next video.